Welcome to this series where we are playing abandoned mode in No Man's Sky, and we're starting back on my base because in the last part we went out looking for some upgrades, and I think I've actually messed up a little bit because what I would like to do is get a personal refiner, but you can see we're a bit short on nanites. So in this part what we're going to do is go looking for some nanites, maybe explore some new systems. We can't teleport out of here, and I'm not really at the moment kind of ready to power the base up permanently because I'm not 100% sure that we're actually going to stay here. So what we're going to do is head back to the space station, and then I think what we'll do is we'll teleport back to the last system that we were in, because I think it's been a little while since I've played this series, and to be honest I can't remember what I was doing in the in detail in the last part. So here we are. I'm just going to jump out, go and find the teleporter. And now one thing I do want to do in this while we're actually playing this is I just want to talk a little bit about No Man's Sky, because of course the Relic expedition is now finished. It finished last week, and therefore there's a possibility that Hello Games will give us a curveball, and I'm half hoping that there may be something a little bit different in the offing. Let me just see previous system. There we are. We're just going to warp to the previous system and see what we can find. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of. Plus I want to kind of do a little bit of speculation, because of course the one thing we're all really waiting for at the moment, or I am, is Light No Fires, because I must admit I'm very intrigued by it. Anyway, let's just have a quick look at the discoveries. Yeah, we got quite a lot of kind of planets here that we haven't checked out yet. So we're going to go hunting for nanites, and at the same time just see what other mischief we can get up to. Just talk a bit. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, and I'll be very interested in your feedback on this, is that the last few months I've got very bogged down with long-running series, and while they're fine, I think part of the problem is we've got pyrite in front, but I think we've been to this system. Let me just see. Yeah, it's the only one we've been to. So see if we can find another system. What have we got over here? Yeah, so what I'm thinking is I don't really want to mess about with the thing is, go on, there should be another two systems in there. We are, they're over this way. What have we got over here? And we got, well, that's a terraforming catastrophe. Maybe we could check that out. Boil blood. I think we'll go for the terraforming catastrophe. See what's actually on this, just out of curiosity. I mean, we don't have to stay. Yeah, I'm kind of looking around for things to do. As at the moment, I'm going to talk more specifically about No Man's Sky, but at the same time, I am looking for something different to do on the channel. And what I will say is that when the Workers and Resources Soviet Republic kind of series ends, I am going to have a little bit of a rethink about what I want to do, and because I kind of seem to have lost my way a little bit, as I say, because I've been bogged down with these long series. We will here pick up that sodium. Got most toxic atmosphere. Okay, so we got a planetary record. I suppose in some ways I'm in a kind of mode where I'm kind of waiting for something to happen. Take all that lot there. Anything else around? I mean, we do now have, if I remember correctly, we do have the advanced mining laser on now, so we can kind of pick up other stuff going round. We got rusted metal deposits, salt deposit. There's nothing really here that's going to give us nanites. a pretty bleak planet, isn't it? Yeah, well. Oh, I must have missed one. Well, we can do a bit of scanning. Give a bit some money. Actually, I'm a bit inclined to, because I'm feeling a bit restless today. So I think what we will do is we're going to go to a new system, maybe one that nobody else has explored. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Go somewhere totally new, start again, and have a good look round. As I say, we've been to this. Right, so where are we going to go? We're going to continue our journey to the center of the galaxy, or yeah, 3 systems. We can't go to the green ones just at the moment. They're outside jump range. That's our base. We haven't really gone very far at the moment, have we? That's a water world. Korvax water world. Not that the Korvax will be around this series. That would jump range. Yeah, because we don't have that much in the way of range. Here we are. We got a system here that's got a few more planets in it, so that might have a lot more potential. So here we are. We're in system. For some reason we just got 2 gold. Maybe I crashed into an asteroid. Quick look. Oh, I've actually discovered a brand new system. Oh, that's in some ways that's good, because if we now get in and kind of scan, well, I was about to say scan all the creatures, but there don't seem to be many creatures in this mode. And I think this is what you guys warned me about in previous comments, that there doesn't seem to be much going on. One thought I did have, and this is based on a comment that somebody did post, is that what I would like to see, well, there's 2 things I'd like to see related to this mode. One is probably fairly straightforward, because I know there's no life forms in this planet in this kind of mode, but I think it would have been quite good fun to have left the robotic life forms and maybe the autophage on in this mode, because technically they're robotic life forms and they would fit well with this type of galaxy where there's no actual kind of what you call a human, or where you've got no real kind of organic life. But if we had mechanized life, that would be pretty good. That could be quite good fun to, you know, to take a look at. And that leads me to something else. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're 132,000. Yeah, well, I think we can work with that. We might as well. Yeah, and that leads me to something that might be a little bit more controversial, and that is that what I've kind of started thinking about with the context of this abandoned galaxy is what I would like to see is, and I don't know if Hello Games could do this, but to kind of give a reason, especially kind of building off of what I suggested with the robotics, is that, say for example, that Hello Games created a completely new galaxy which contained no life forms like it is in abandoned mode, and and robotics, but even if it was just abandoned mode, I suppose. And then what there was is maybe there was some storyline or pathway where you could get to the center of that galaxy, the galaxy of the abandoned mode, or some way that you could then teleport back into the normal gameplay galaxy. So rather than this being a separate game mode, it could become, say, a start option where you're starting in a unpopulated galaxy, and then the storyline is that you will actually be great if we could find some bones, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, so the storyline is more that you've got to find your way home. And I think that would give a bit more focus to what is going on. I think we've got, let's see if we can, I'm looking for phones, yeah. Starbomb. Right, I think the rest of the planets are out round the back here. Although technically we do need to kill some sentinels as well. Yeah, so let me just see. Obviously we've got a lava planet here. Infested paradise. Love to find some bones. Obviously there's one over here. Come on. If not, we're just gonna have to kind of just go and discover the planets, touch down on them. Obviously this is a, I think what we'll do is we'll start with the nearest planet. It says high sentinel activity. That's the contaminated planet. Where's the big one? There's this one. We look at the space station. There it is. Right, we're going to go to the infested paradise and see what we can find. And hopefully we won't upset too many sentinels. Although I think I need some pugnium, don't I? And if we kill a couple of sentinels, we could get some pugnium as well. I can't see a thing. Thank you, game. Right. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to be a bit careful. This one's got a storm on it. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna fly across the surface, see if we can find a base or something that we can do. Have I got a we've got a sentinel boundary map. Oh, I'm gonna plot that.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Sentinel nest found. Where is it? Don't know if it's off planet. No, it's not. It's over. This might be a quick way to actually get that. It also opens up the opportunity of getting a new multi-tool. So we're come this way. Central control module. This is what I'm looking for. Warning, boundary node exposed. Shut down sentinel forces. Okay. Extract warp technology. We can get it for free. We'll take it because we can always dismantle it. Okay, log off. We've got a health restorative there. Oh, come on, game. There we are, yeah. I'm after some salvage glass. Not exactly what I was hoping for. There's combat supplies. What on earth is combat supplies? We've got a hard frame engine. What we'll do is take down these actual center. Oh, the game has flipped me. Be very. That's better. Okay, we're gonna have to offload some stuff. Scan the rock. as well. Guarantee that there's no creatures on this planet. Yep. No planetary fauna. Right, let's just offload some stuff. Starship. That up there. Probably sell that off, put that in the Starship. Any small amounts for the moment. Let's destroy another one. More salvage glass. Hey, thank you, game. Reload. Now, we got no environmental protection at the moment, but I do want to work towards it. We will claim the what we call it. Navigation data. Thank you. We don't really need that at the moment.
Thermal protection falling.
Come on. Run, 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 run.
Thermal protection falling. Extreme heat damage detected.
Right, so we for a limited period of time, we've now got control of this planet. Ideally, what I would like to do, well, we're gonna have to stay close to the ground so we can actually see where we're going and what we're doing. If I could find a resource base now, that would be very, very useful. Right, this storm's going to probably persist for a little while, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly across the planet looking for things. Okay, welcome back. I've been flying across this planet for well over 10 minutes. Believe it or not, we are not actually in the storm anymore. I haven't found any bases or anything like that. The visibility is pretty terrible. But one thing I did do is by killing that sentinel pillar, it did give me a pile of pugnium, which means I've now been able to repair the ship. So it looks like my grand plan is, let me just get up into space, I think, see if we can find a continent or something. Because the problem is that the immunity from the sentinels won't last forever. I'm not really seeing anything. That land over there on the horizon, but I think we got some land masses here. Let me just, or was it just clouds? Yeah, I think we found a landmass here. We might have an improved chance of actually finding a base. Yeah, because I think what happened was because I couldn't see the ground, I kind of wandered out over the ocean. Because it's one thing about these. Oh, we got something there. That's about it. Nothing else here. It looks like we're gonna have to settle for the kind of the secondary prize. We might as well land, and this is the nearest thing I've seen to getting to a base. But we can. We got Wormy hanging around as well. Condensed carbon, navigation data, ferrite dust. Got some more nanites. I don't think I need to restore the shield. Take the carbon, tiny amount of carbon, and we will prove our standing with somebody. Obviously that doesn't work. Right, let's see if there's anything around here of value or of interest. Got a buried cache at 187. That could be worth checking out. Might get some buried tech. I mean, I do have over 1200 nanites, so we can, if necessary, what we call it, we can
Received.
uh
Weather warning.
oh great,
Incoming storm.
right, we're gonna have to get here and get to the buried cache very, very quickly. If we can get back to the ship before the storm actually kicks in. It's just been zapped. Right.
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah. Look at that. It's going down like video.
Technology recharge.
Okay, I've got a problem. The game actually targeted the one thing that I need to survive.
Recharge.
Get the feeling the game is trying to kill me. I think we definitely need the personal refiner. Need some oxygen as well.
Technology recharge.
Take that with us. Okay. Probably enough current dust to be going on with. Okay. Open up here, stop processing. Take that, take that. I think what we'll do is we'll get to the ship underground.
Thermal protection falling.
If we stay underground, okay. Way up. I think I've had enough of this planet. This was meant to be a fairly relaxing session, just to talk about things in general, and what we've ended up with is in some kind of where am I? Up into space. Come on, game. Why can't I? Okay, we're up into space at last. Yep, I think I've had enough of that planet. It wasn't exactly the friendliest one. I think while I'm thinking about it, we're going to head for the space station. We're going to duck into the space station and go back to our base, and what we'll do is we'll pick up the tech for the personal refiner. I think that will make a difference, because it will free up a slot, or because we won't have to carry that big refiner, which will take up a slot in the inventory. So up we go, back to here. Base, go back to base. Here we are. Go to
Thermal protection
to
falling.
tech.
Item received. Weather update. Storm clearing.
Seems to be storms everywhere on this game.
Thermal protection
Right, what
falling.
we're going to do is we're going to install
Technology
this. We've got
installed.
chromatic metal. It means we can discard that thing. We got a photon cannon module we can put in for the ship. Not that we really need it, but might as well. And so we've now got our personal refiner. Is going to make quite a big difference. We might as well
Technology
keep it
recharge.
full up with carbon. We got a hard frame engine, anomalous material. We got some purple glass. Can we get the storage from multi-tool construction research? Buildable technologies. Can we get storage? Obviously it's not in this section. Okay, let's just try the structures. Same thing, isn't it? Can't we get the storage vaults? Ship. Exo search multi-tool. Let's look at something. No, it's construction research we've already got. Yeah, you've got exosuit multi-tool. Exocraft for ship research. Is it, do I have a mission then? That, let me just see whether, we'll look at the logs. Maybe, okay, maybe the game is trying to drop a hint to me to build a biorefiner. Okay, I'll crack game. What we'll do is we'll put the biorefiner on the end here. Okay, this doesn't, what we can do is just connect you to there. Because it seems wooden bases don't have power. Okay, where just drop some carbon in.
Technology recharge.
Okay. Will that move the mission forward? Has that done anything? Base computer archives. Base computer archives. Automated recovery process. Interact with the base computer. Okay. Automating recovery and process data recovered 6%. Search archives. Found buried technology modules. Construction. Search construction database. Oh, we got there. Okay. Oh, that's a little bit complicated. Right, we've got to build storage containers. We could probably put them out the back here. Oops. We need for a storage container one. Need some magnetized ferrite. Well, we've got the ability to refine now. I got some pure ferrite. Right, let's turn that into magnetized ferrite. While that's going on, we'll just have a little bit of a look round and see what else we can pick up round here. Is that? Yeah, we can pick up this great big lump of pure ferrite here. That will help us along our way. Pick up some of the carbon as well. Grab some of this and this. Ferrite dust as well for good measure. We should now have, yeah, we've got, let the rest of the purifier run out. We will, our first storage locker. It'll tell us it's got no power. Right. And shove in here. Got an exosuit upgrade chart. Where did that come from? I'm going to put the glass in there. I'm going to put the pugnium in there because that's quite tricky to come across. Everything else I'm quite happy. Oh, we can put the cadmium in there for the moment. We might need, we're going to need that for an upgrade. We find the ship, what we can pull out of the ship that will, we'll keep this here. We're going to put the bones in the storage vault as well. We can sell these stuff, and we'll put the emergency signal generator in as well. Don't need that just at the moment. Bones across the bottom here. So we'll keep the acid and the polyfiber because we might need it. We need to keep the navigation data at the moment. The signal emergency generator can go in. The hard frame generator can go in. Actually, we got loads of these, so I'm going to put a reserve stock in there, and then we can sell off some of those. Ionized cobalt, we can refine should we need it. That gives us more space to operate in. Probably use up the dioxide, so we don't need to worry too much about that. Could refine out the copper because that's just filling up a space I could use for something else, so that can go into the starship. Where's the copper? Refine that out so that tidies that up. We're up the multi-tool and then get rid of that. We'll use the phosphorus to fill that up. Chromatic metals in the starship. That can go up in that corner. Got surplus of carbon, so I'm going to put the surplus in there as an emergency reserve. Yep, and we'll put that in there as well as an emergency. So we got a bit of carbon, a bit of condensed carbon for emergencies should we need it. That can move over. That's use the dark sites. Use the condensed carbon. And I think that I've kind of made quite a lot of progress here. So I think this might be a good point to stop because we've kind of made a bit of a move forward. What we'll do is I thought we had the ability to make solar panels here. Thought that doesn't make sense. I'm sure. Oh, was it? I'm sure. I thought I could make solar panels. Let's have a look. Sure, when I went through like this, it showed up solar panels. Okay. Let's have a look and look at the an archive recovery package process. No. I've got I can put passkey process. Maybe a friend. Archive unlocked. Okay, so we might be able to get something else. We can build. Search the archives. Yeah, crash ship controls reactor by touch. Can assume they belong to me and no memory, no sensors before. Additional data available, construction and blueprints. Search for construction and blueprints. Base technology expanded. Okay, so the game has now given me solar panels. Readable archive, segment E. So we're gonna have to do the base. Right, we're gonna need chromatic and gold and all that. What do we need for the battery? Well, we can build the battery. I think we'll have the power section here. Not that makes any difference, it's just charging the battery up, but what we can do is put in some solar generators here, give me a bit more flexibility, and of course we've now got the storage. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.